current affairs series, we are discussing the current affairs that are relevant for Engineering Service Exam 2021. But the topics discussed here are relevant for the Civil Service exam also. And if any new exam is coming for Railway Management Service, this current affairs will be relevant for that exam also. Here I am discussing one topic that is in news for a very long time, that is Citizenship Amendment Bill, commonly referred to as CAB by the media. We have been watching that since this bill has come in the parliament, lot of protest is going all over India against this bill. So what are the features of this bill that is attracting the controversy, and what is the background of this bill? And related, we are hearing many terms like NRC, NPR, Aadhaar, Census, etc. So we will just see what are the difference between these terms. For ESE, this will be relevant in the sense that so many terms are coming in this and so many acts are covered in this. So in the social issues, there can be a question from any of these terms or even laws. But in civil service perspective, this whole topic is important. There can be question in prelims. More than that, there can be essay type question in the mains exam also. They may be asking your opinion about the different things involved here. Now let us see this bill. Citizenship Amendment Bill. That means that we already had a Citizenship Bill. The original bill was in 1955. Citizenship Act of 1955. That act defines who is a citizen of India. So every nation has their own citizens and they have their own criteria to define who is a citizen. So what India tells who is a citizen will not be relevant for other countries. And how this act is defining the citizenship? Because our constitution has empowered parliament to define who is a citizen. So here is one point you have to see. In constitution it is not defined. Constitution has not defined who is a citizen. So there can be a simple question like whether the term citizen is defined in the constitution, yes or not. That is relevant in terms of competitive exam. So constitution has not defined, but rather it has in article 11 it has empowered the parliament to come up with definition of the citizen and to come up with the law regarding that. Accordingly, 1955 Citizenship Act has come. And from article 5 to 11 the constitution discussed about citizenship. And this act has been amended during different years, 2003, 2004, 2015 and lately 2019. So each act has changed the criteria who is a citizen. First, when whoever is in India residing at that time, they are given citizenship. But later it changed. Say after 1987, who were born in India after 1987, plus he or she should be having a parent as Indian. So one criteria has come like the parent, one of the parents should be an Indian. Then only he or she will get Indian citizenship. Again amendment has come like one parent has to be an Indian citizen, other parent should not be an illegal migrant. So the term illegal migrant has come here. Should not be. If he or she is the son or daughter of an illegal migrant, he will not get Indian citizenship. And who is this illegal migrant? Those who are coming to India without valid documents, without any passport, or who are not citizen of India, illegally they are coming and staying in India. So here is the difference between a citizen and a resident. Resident can be any person who is residing in that area for more than 6 months. That is the only criteria. It doesn't mean that he is a citizen. So many foreigners will be residing in India, but they may not be citizen. Whenever we are undertaking census and all, you would have seen if that person has come to your home for enumeration, they will just see who are all present at that time. They don't go to the background, where is their birthplace, where are they from, but it is simply an updation of the residence who is residing there. That is the difference between these two terms. So what happens to these illegal immigrants? We have other laws like Foreigners Act and Passport Act, which says that illegal migrants can be punished. What is the punishment they can give? They can be sent to the detention camps, or they can be deported back to their country. So these actions can be taken on the illegal migrants as per the Foreigners Act and Passport Act. Immigrant is the person who is going out of the country. An immigrant is a person who is coming to the country. So these are two forms of migration, in and out migration. Now the problem started in 2015 on amendment, where it says that exemption is given to certain illegal immigrants from this acts, Foreigners Act and Passport Act, that was given on religious basis. So if they are from certain religious communities, that is persecuted minorities from our neighboring countries, Pakistan and Bangladesh, that time Afghanistan was not there in the list, Pakistan and Bangladesh, they are given exemption from this punishment. They will not be sent to detention camps nor sent back through their country, but still they are not the citizens of India. They are allowed to stay in India. But at the same time, if the illegal immigrant is a Muslim, he can be sent to the detention camp or can be deported back to their country. So here is the problem started. There is discrimination. So this is the violation of our constitution. As per our constitution, Article 14 stands for equal treatment, right? So whoever is within Indian territory. So the constitution defines not only citizens, not only the residents, but whoever is in Indian territory. So here is the point, whoever is in Indian territory should not be discriminated in terms of sex, place of birth, religion, etc. So that equal treatment will be violated here, right? Both the religious people will be staying in the territory of India, but one group of people can be punished and other group of people will not be punished. That's why there are protests against this bill, telling that it is against the basic tenets of our constitution. So let the issue be there. Now what happened in 2019? Those people who are given exemption can now apply for citizenship. So they are eligible to become citizen. So that is the most important controversy there. They are given citizenship of India according to the 2019 bill. Now the question is with the Supreme Court. Supreme Court has to tell whether this citizenship bill is against the constitution or not. If they are ruling that it is against the constitution, government has to change the bill. Otherwise, we have to accept that it is within our constitutional values that we are giving this exemption to certain communities. Okay. Supreme Court is the final authority here to interpret the constitution. Now let us come to the other issue we are hearing along with this, that is NRC. National Registry for Citizens. How we will know who are the citizens of this country? We have crores of population. So we need a central registry. Who will be included in the National Registry for Citizens? That will be defined based on this citizenship law, right? So how this came? This has its relation with the Assam movement. Assam movement happened during 1979 to 1985 against illegal immigrants who influxed to Assam from nearby countries. Post-war, post-1971, there was war, India-Pakistan war, and then liberation of Bangladesh. So later to that events, many people migrated to India. So what happens is, Northeast India, we know that it is a tribal region, mainly tribal region. So the different regions are shared by different tribal communities, so they have the sense of the territory. They don't want other people to ingress into their territory or their culture or diluting their social structure. So there was a protest against this in Assam. As a peace agreement between this Assam movement and the government agreed for a national registry of citizens in Assam, so that the people other than the citizen of India will be sent back. So from then there was nothing forward has happened in this decision, because we know that from the controversies now we are facing, it is really a difficult exercise to decide who is a citizen of India or not. Then the case again went to court. In 2000 mandated that NRC should be done in Assam and Assam Accord should be implemented. According to the Assam Accord, NRC is there, so government has to implement that. So according to that ruling, Assam government has taken up NRC and they have found lakhs of illegal immigrants in Assam. So now with the Citizenship Act, majority of those immigrants can now apply for citizenship of India. That is the issue that is boiling the Northeast India. People are going to get the citizenship and they are going to settle in the Northeast India. That is against the spirit of the Assam movement that happened at that time, that has reignited the protest in Northeast India after this bill. And rest of India is protesting because it is violating the Article 14 of the Constitution. So what is NPR? This is National Population Register. So in 2010, government has come up with an idea of National Population Register, that we have to have a database of the population of India for different purpose. So government has told it like for targeting of the welfare schemes, for better planning, we have to have a proper idea of the population of India. So it is just a demographic and biometric data collection. Demographic data means the place of residence, male or female, like the details. They are never asking about the caste or the religion in this data. Biometric data is similar, like that is collected in Aadhaar. So there is a conflict between the NPR and Aadhaar. Why this duplication is required? Both are collecting the same data. Why this duplication? But it has been maintained that Aadhaar and NPR serve different purpose. Aadhaar is for targeted delivery of services, so it should remain like that. Aadhaar database cannot be used by any other people without Aadhaar authority's permission, that is UDAI's permission, and NPR data will be with the government, so government can take different actions and plans according to the NPR data. And in 2015, this Aadhaar data has been linked to the NPR data, so reduplication is avoided. So whenever there is a conflict between the data on Aadhaar and NPR prevails. NPR data will be taken as the authenticated data. So for avoiding duplication, both data are combined and the database is maintained, and this biometric details are shared with NPR also. When this NPR is happening, this NPR is taking place along with the census. So NPR data is collected along with the census. Census is an exercise, enumeration exercise that is happening once in 10 years. So in 2011 we had a census. Next census is due in 2021. So the works of the new census have started. This was also in as that works are starting for collection of data for 2021 census. So once in 10 years we will collect the data of the population of India. So census mainly collect the residence data. So the people who are employed, mainly it will be government servants, they will be taken for this duty. They will go house to house, give the forms, get the data, see the people there. So they will physically see how many people are residing in that house and fill the data. It is essentially house to house census. It is not intended to count. That is not intended to count person by person. It is rather household data they will collect. So this 2021 census has come up with a lot of advancements, like they are using digital technology in a large scale for enumeration of the data. So the mobile phone applications are given to the enumerators. They will, on the site itself, they will enter the data. It will go to the central registry. So there itself they can check for duplication, then for correction and sharing with other departments. These are all made easy with employing the ICT. ICT is largely employed in the coming census. And census as a service, this data is saved in the cloud, and census as a service is provided to different government departments. If they want to use this data, they can avail this as a cloud-based service. So in 2011 data, this NPR data was also collected. So National Population Registry data was also collected during 2021. Now recently government is telling that the coming census, NPR will be updated with the census data. They are interlinked because data from one data collection is required for other things, because NPR data can be used to find out who are the citizens, because in recent NPR questions like birthplace of your father and birthplace of your mother, such questions are also included. And NRC is required for implementing the CAB bill, right? If we don't know who are the citizens of India, how we will implement that bill? So these are interrelated.